Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for day 2 of the Lynn City Soccer Championship Tournament. This is boys' night out. Last night it was girls' night out. St. Mary's and Lynn Tech kicking it off. Last night, St. Mary's girls shut out Tech. So Tech is trying to get back to 500 against St. Mary's here in the first part of the season, very first part of the season. Pedro Bamaca is in net for Lynn Tech. Jacob Garino for St. Mary's. St. Mary's we had Jillian Gambali, brand new coach for Lynn Classical, starting off last night. And tonight, starting off, we have a brand new coaches in St. Mary's. We have Shane McCarron, Eddie Mercy Kasaki, co-coaches for St. Mary's. St. Mary's in the blue Tech, and they have brand new uniforms. White with red stripes up and down. I don't know who invented that. Eric Moreno, veteran coach, ably assisted by his daughter, Brianna Moreno. And his other son, Junior, coaches the classical team. So the Moreno family deeply into soccer. As Tech gets the kick and they kick it away. Tech has had a few scrimmages. I haven't noticed enough St. Mary's scrimmages, but Tech played several scrimmages and they did very well. They're expecting to have a very good year. They had a great year last year. They went deep into the tournament. I guess they're calling it off Tech, and St. Mary's is going to get a corner kick right off the bat. And last night it was rainy and overcast, and we could see everything. Tonight it's bright sunshine, and when you look to the left, you're looking right into the sun, and you can't see a thing. And obviously that's where the kick is coming from. It's headed away by St. Mary's, trying to keep it in. They got a foot on it and they knock it out. And you're also getting, if you didn't see the games last night, you're getting a good look at the brand new Manning Field. It is gorgeous. They did a tremendous job. And they had to do a little more work because there's rugby and lacrosse lines that weren't on the old Manning Field that are on this field. And the track is done all over, brand new lines for the track. Tremendous job. They had to work very hard. They had to work through a lot of really difficult times. The heat was virtually unbearable. Kick it deep, and too deep, it's going to go out of play. So it's St. Mary's and Tech, and then it will be, as I like to call it, Thanksgiving. In September, it'll be English and Classical coming up next. Tech takes it away. Lead pass, looking to walk in. Can't get the shot off. Tech St. Mary's defender quickly. They get the shot off now. And Garino had to go up in the air and grab it. Off the loose ball, Tech got the first shot. Garino made the first save. And he boots it very deep. And we got a whistle for contact being made, and they call it against Tech. Out in front, it was loose. Bamaca picked it up and threw it upfield rather than kick it. St. Mary's breaks up the play. And St. Mary's takes it away. And Tech broke it up. And he couldn't keep it in, went out of play. Salia throwing it in. Miller with it. He just bounced around, gets it back, pushes it ahead, looking to go get it, and he got knocked down for his efforts. It went out of play. Little hip check. Miller was trying to get to the ball first, and the defenders gave him a little bit of a hip check and knocked him down. So letting him play a little bit here in the early going. Tech will get to kick it away. Corey Amici, number 11 for Tech, is their big guy. They want to get him going. I believe he was their leading scorer last year. St. Mary's deep in the corner. Lost it, it went out. And he called it off Tech. St. Mary's will get the throw in. Headed away. St. Mary's with it, trying to get it in front. Bamarka stepped in front of Miller and picked it off. And he'll boot it away. St. Mary's heads it back. Tech goes down. They'll call St. Mary's for the takedown. Tech will get the free kick. St. Mary's has 5 seniors. Tech has 4. So a lot of young blood on these two teams. Line bounces around, goes out. It'll go off St. Mary's. He hesitated there for a second. St. Mary's came in to try and play defense, and Tech finally kicked it away. And it finally winds up in the St. Mary's end. It hasn't been there much in the early going. Tech tried to center it. St. Mary's knocked it out. Tech will get a corner kick. They get a head on it and knocked it wide right. And Tech takes it away. Centering it out in front, couldn't collect the pass. Now he does. Big save by Carino. The pass came across. He couldn't really collect it. It was at his feet, bouncing around. When he finally did, he drilled it. And again, I apologize. It's almost impossible to pick up the numbers. He drilled it, and Carino made a tremendous save. St. Mary's heads it away. And he called it out off Tech. So the first legitimate scoring opportunity was Lynn Tech. And Garino stoned him. Miller getting involved again. Has it taken away. Tech clears it away. Skips past. Foot race. And St. Mary's gets there and kicks it back to Garino, who kicks it upfield. Body's going down again. Blocked. St. Mary's trying to center it. Tech took it away. Lead pass somehow got through. He pushed it down the far side. They weren't expecting the pass. They were lined up where they could have taken a shot, but they didn't expect the pass. They backed away. They had to chase it down in the corner. They couldn't get the shot off. St. Mary's dumps it back deep. And another little hip check takes the St. Mary's player down. As he was looking, he might go by the defender, go get the ball. And he gets taken down again. I don't know if that's Miller again. If it is, it's the second time he's been taken down. Bamaka winds up with it, and it was Miller. That's the second time he's hit the turf. Sliding and losing it was Alan DeLeon. We got a whistle, and Tech will put it in play. And we got contact on the throw-in, and they throw it in a little bit deeper. Now it'll be the free kick with the contact. Still rolls all the way down the Tech territory. St. Mary's winds up with it. Knocking it down the far side. Shift trying to get around, trying to center it. Bodies go down as it's blocked. Tech almost put in their own net. Bamaka was coming out to get the ball. They were kicking it back to Bamaka. They kicked it by him, but luckily it went out of bounds and didn't go in the net. So the corner kick will come from the far side. Referee trying to separate everybody. Everybody picking a partner, everybody trying to get a spot. We're going to get ahead of some part of the body on the corner kick. Out in front, they got their head on it, parked it in the air, blocked again. Tech finally tips it away. It was out in front dangerously, and now Tech was looking for a break, hustling back defensively nicely. St. Mary's knocked down that lead pass, and another body hits the turf. Trying to pick up the number. It might have been Cornell that made that defensive play. It looked like Tech might have a break. Kick back upfield. They knock it further. Tech looking for a break. Defense getting back. Blocked. Deflected. And it goes out of play. "15 minutes into this first half, no score. St. Mary's and Lynn Tech in this 2022 Lynn City tournament. And each and every year they come up with a charity, or they make donations with the proceeds of this tournament. They pick charities every year. Each year the proceeds will benefit Celebrate Life Through Softball. It's a tournament that's was played this year. Hopefully it'll be continuing on in memory of Francesca Galizzi, a family name that's well known in the city of Lynn. Francesca was an outstanding athlete, multi-athlete. And now they're starting to call the takedown. St. Mary's got taken down. They call it. St. Mary's will get a free kick from inside the 35-yard line. Loose in front, just knocked away. It looked like it was just about to settle on the foot of the St. Mary's player, and the Tech defender came over and knocked it away just before he could take a shot. St. Mary's takes it away. Tech picks off that long pass. And St. Mary's knocks it back. Popped in the air. St. Mary's collects. Coming down the near side. They have to give it back. Broken up. They blew the whistle. I don't know if they thought it hit him in the hand. Looked like Alexander Pojoy made the play, but I think I don't know if they called him for hitting him in the hand. I didn't think it did, but I guess the official thought it did, because St. Mary's is going to get a free kick. And Solis will take it. Solis. Out of bounds, just shy of the 25-yard line. Gets it up and gets it too deep. It went over everything and out of play. A little too much mustard on the kick. They get to kick it away. They line drive it all the way deep. St. Mary's end. Tech has it knocked away. St. Mary's starts it back. Grab the back of St. Mary's shirt. The official didn't see that one. Blocked. It's a foot race. The goalie, Garino, came out and made sure that he got there before anybody else did. And here's another takedown. Boys soccer a lot more physical than the girls soccer. And they're giving him a yellow card. That means he has to go to the sideline. I think that's Anthony Zavala, only a freshman. I don't know about the yellow cards. I know during the season, if you pick up enough red cards, even if you're undefeated, you can't go to the tournament. So Solis will kick it again, this time from about the 33. Got plenty of leg. He overkicked the net last time. Line drives it right into a couple of Tech shirts, and they started back. Tipping it ahead. Looking to go deep. Tech will try to keep it in. They just got to it and kept it in. Now they get a foot on it, and it's going to go out. And it'll be out off Tech. Tech was the only legitimate scoring opportunity. They had a shot from almost point-blank range that Carino made a great save on. Other than that, it's just been up and down, looking for a shot. Pauses for a substitution. They tip it ahead nicely. Trying to center it, they push it behind and too far for coming to the far side. Now the pass goes through everybody. St. Mary's picks it off and clears it away. Blocked, and it got kicked out into the Tech bench area. St. Mary's will get the throw in down deep in the Tech end. Booted away. St. Mary's takes it away. The official upfield is having the same problem we're having here in the press box, shading our eyes from the sun. When you look to the left, you're looking right into the sun. Tech pop it up, and they kick it out. They got stuck in a tough spot, and they couldn't get rid of it, couldn't get it upfield. They finally kicked it out. Broken up as the St. Mary's player goes down. Now we're going to get contact against St. Mary's there. Mary's takes it away. Coming down on the near side. Trying to get around, got broken up, and Tech couldn't keep it in. Poljoy broke it up, but then he couldn't keep it in. Pulls again, pops it up. And Tech knocks it deep to the St. Mary's end. Pops straight up in the air. They got a couple of heads on it. Tech winds up collecting. They kick it back to midfield. And they start up dead center. And they had a couple of people breaking. They waited a little long to get that shot or pass off. Bodies go down as the ball goes out of bounds. I think that was Jason Robles. Oh, it was substitution for Tech. Tech trying to turn it. St. Mary's takes it away. They knock it deep. They knock it too deep. That goes way out of play. Trying to read the clock. Just about 14 minutes left in this first half. We've still had only that one legitimate scoring opportunity by Tech. Carino making a great save. Bamaka hasn't really had to do much. There's been action out in front, but nothing, no shots on net. Off corner kicks. Ball bouncing around. Tech clearing it away before any damage was done. Pops straight up in the air. Everybody looking for it. Tech trying to collect. St. Mary's finally clears it away. And they get it upfield. Solis gets around. Knocks it deep. Tech gets there first and knocks it out. Blocked by Tech. Taken away by Tech. And then Tech gets knocked down. They took exception for Tech taking it away twice. And now a little pushing and shoving between the two, and the officials want to come over and straighten this out. The Tech player got taken down. I think it's Miller. And Miller, instead of going back upfield, hung around a little bit, and Tech kind of hand on, pushed him a little bit. Back and forth. Fisher comes out, settles people down. Miller's been knocked down a few times. So just inside midfield, the kick will come for Tech. They knock it deep. Headed away. Tech gets a foot on it, knocks it wide. St. Mary's headed away. It came out to about the 12-yard line, and they tried to one-time it and pushed it wide left. It was a long kick. I think that was Pojoy. Again, I apologize for not singling out everybody because you can't really read the number. The sun is so bright. The numbers aren't that big on the back, and they're very hard to pick up. Not like football numbers that are the size of the Grand Canyon. What a great rush. Walking in, passed it across. They fell down. Great rush. One St. Mary's player went down, pushed it across. St. Mary's player all by themselves. And they were slipping and falling as they were looking to get a foot on the shot, and they fell down. And Tech was able to grab the ball and tie it up. Looked like St. Mary's is going to be point blank in front of Bamaka. And now they call a takedown, and St. Mary's is going to get a penalty kick.
Do you know if the guy who drives the shuttles are from St. Mary's? The guy who drives shuttles for St. Mary's?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Get the number of the kicker.
Maybe.
What are you looking for?
So, a man who drives the St. Mary's shuttles.
Look in
In that
the
row?
box right there.
Alright, so, see?
So they called it once. I don't know which one they must have called it on the passer. The passer got knocked down as he was making the pass across. The kicker was wide open in front, and he lost his balance and fell down. And Bamaka picked it off, but then they gave a penalty kick to St. Mary's, and Kaya Jackson knocked it home, and St. Mary's has got a 1-0 lead late in this first half. It looked like they were going to score anyway because they had 2-on-1. I believe it might have been Miller coming down that far side, and he was looking to make the pass across. He got knocked down. As he made the pass across, the receiver was wide open in front for an easy tap in for a goal, but he lost his balance and fell down. But in the meantime, they blew the whistle and called a takedown, and it winds up with St. Mary's. The takedown was in the box, and they wind up with a penalty kick. And Jackson made it pay as he knocked it home. So St. Mary's breaks that 0-0 tie, and they jump on top 1-0. Tech kicks it out. They were looking upfield to Alan DeLeon. It never got to him. He waved on that. Tech hustling back as Pojoy kicking it away. St. Mary's double teamed. Bumping and banging going on. St. Mary's kicks it into the Tech bench area. Tech will get the throw in down deep. St. Mary's collects. They knock it back. And he's trying to go to the near sideline. It gets knocked away. And it goes out. Tech takes it away, and then they get knocked down for their efforts. I think that was Amici. So Tech will get another free kick from just inside the 50-yard line. They're going to put it just outside the 50-yard line, or inside the 50-yard line. So he drills it deep. It's loose. Tech trying to get a foot on it. It bounced around. Finally, Garino come over and grabbed it, picked it off the turf, and he'll kick it away. High, just beyond the 50-yard line. St. Mary's with a push. But then we got a bump, and then Bojo just grabbed the St. Mary's player and threw him down. They both went down. Garino comes out and kicks it away as there was a Tech jersey bearing down on him. They try to feed it inside. It got blocked. Blocked again. Back to midfield. Everybody battling to keep it in. Tech broken up. St. Mary's clears it away. Tech breaks it up and takes it away. He tried to go from the far side to the near side. It got blocked. And they looked for a break. Tech broke it up. That was Pojo. They looked for the long pass. I think it was, might have been Miller breaking. And they broke it up. Almost impossible to read the clock. It looks like it's just about 7 minutes left. Another long kick for Pojoy. Got a great leg. Boy, he boomed that one. Tech got a body on it, but deflected it. They had a battle through a couple of defenders, got a body on it, it went wide right. Pojoy's only a sophomore. Got a leg and a half. Long kick by Garino. Miller heads it down. Palmarco will pick it up. And he'll kick it away. Just past midfield. Tech picks it off. St. Mary's returns the favor and boots it downfield. Starting it down the far side, right in front of the Tech bench. Little give and go, trying to give it back. Trying to center it. St. Mary's is there to clear it away. Tech lost it, had to kick it back. Now they look. It bounced over the Tech player. The Tech player broke in from the far side. The kick went through right about the 5-yard line. He was there all by himself, and as the ball bounced, it just took a quick hop and bounced right over his foot. And Tech turns it over. They were that close to maybe tying it up. Knocked away. St. Mary's looking to kick it deep. Tech lets it go. And they'll throw it in. Substitutions for both teams before the throw-in. And it goes out of play. So St. Mary's will get to throw it in. Right in front of their own bench. Knocked away. Deflected again. Tech finally gets control. They kick it deep. St. Mary's picks it off. And there's Pojoy knocking it back the other way. Tech got a couple of heads on it, knocked it down. They still have it. They knock it deep. It skipped through. And now the Tech player got knocked down. They were looking for a penalty kick. That was the Tech player coming in down this near sideline, was breaking, and he never thought the pass would get through. He stopped, took a step back, and the pass went through. If he kept going, he might have had an opportunity for a shot. St. Mary's clears it away, and they knock it deep. Tech gets there first and knocks it away. And St. Mary's knocks it out. One nothing. The Spartans on that penalty kick, knocked home by Kaya Jackson. And we got St. Mary's player knocked down. St. Mary's will get the kick, looking to go quickly. St. Mary's looking to go very quick, and one of the Tech players that stood in front of the ball, if they kicked it, they would have kicked it right into him. So they slowed him down. We reached that magic final 2 minutes where the clock stops and the officials take over. Looking for that long lead pass, can't complete it. St. Mary's knocked it out. Little shift, they get it inside. Broken up. St. Mary's keeps it alive. They knock it through, but they knock it out of play. The only real shot St. Mary's has been the penalty kick. St. Mary's has seen Tech have a couple of opportunities. One, Carino made a great save on. The other one bounced over the would-be scorer's foot. St. Mary's got a break that the penalty was called, and they got a penalty kick. Jackson knocked it home, and that's the difference as the whistle sounds to end the first half. So St. Mary's, it was back and forth, both teams territorial-wise. It was St. Mary's Tech having the only really golden opportunity to score. Carino made a tremendous save. Bamaka didn't have to do too much in net. But then all of a sudden, a 2-on-1 break, the player goes down. They blow the whistle for a penalty kick. Jackson knocks it home for St. Mary's, and that's the difference. It's 1-0 St. Mary's on the penalty kick at halftime over Lynn Tech. Welcome back to Manning Field as we're set to start the second half. Tech had a few golden opportunities that they misfired on. One, Carino made a great save on one point-blank shot. He had a great pass that bounced over the foot of the intended receivers. He didn't try to settle the ball. He tried to just one-time it. The only shot for St. Mary's on net was the penalty kick. They had 2-on-1. When they made the pass across, they took the passer down in the box. It wound up a penalty kick. And Jackson, Kaya Jackson, knocked it home. And that's the difference, 1-0 St. Mary's. The winner of this will play the winner of English and Classical. That'll be on next after this. And we got Tech getting knocked down. We've had a lot of bodies going down. This is the 2022 Lynn City Soccer Tournament. Girls played yesterday, boys today. I apologize, I don't know what year this is. It's been going on for a while. We've had quite a few of these. We just had waiting for substitution. And then Tech will get the kick from inside the 25. Just starting out this second half. Waiting for the official to say, put it in play. I'm not sure what he's doing now. He's going over to the scorer's table. Coaches are coming over. I'm not sure what's going on. It would be a guess, and only a guess, that there's so many players being knocked down that they're talking to the two coaches. They talk to your kids and tell them, cut down on the physicality. I can't think of anything else. They made the play, they put the ball down, they made the substitution, they're waiting for the kick. I can't think of any other reason why they would even say anything different, or why they wouldn't let him kick it. Kicks it. St. Mary's got a piece of it, knocked it high over the net and out of play. And it'll now be a corner kick for Tech. And it'll be coming from the far side. And that sun is really bright now, and it's moved up a little bit so that it's almost right over the end zone, which makes it really difficult to look to the left and see anything. Tech got a head on it, but knocked it sideways. And it gets cleared by St. Mary's. Tech keeps it in. Popped up, and we got a whistle. And it's going to be contact again. St. Mary's ran into the kicker, or the passer. And from inside the 35, Tech will get another free kick. Loose. And Carino will come out and grab it and hold on. And he'll kick it away. So we'll get a break for at least a few seconds with the ball up the other end of the field. We don't have to look into that sun. As usual, this tournament is the opening of the season for these teams. They've had a few scrimmages. Now they play for real. These games count towards the state tournament. St. Mary's with the free kick. Headed away by Tech. And they drill it wide, right and out of play. And I thought it was blocked by Tech, but then it started upfield, but now they're going back, so St. Mary's is going to get a corner kick from the near side. Early moments of the second half. St. Mary's scoring on a penalty kick late in the first half, and that's the difference. They get across, they get a head on it, and it went to the net, and it got kicked away by the defender. It bounced around. There's another player going to the ground, and Tech will get to kick it away. That was loose out in front. St. Mary's got a foot on it. They kicked it to the net, and it wasn't the goaltender. It was a defender that blocked it and kicked it away. St. Mary's coming back. Broken up. Tech took it away. They knock it deep. St. Mary's takes it away and knocks it back. Way over on that far side. Tech took it away. And they knock it very deep. It's a foot race. Tech took it away. They take it away again, but they couldn't get the shot off. That was awful close because Carino was way out of the net. He was nowhere near the ball. Tech almost had a gimme. Great hustle. Now we got another body going down. And there goes another body down. They already gave one yellow card away early. They probably could have given them a few more. There's been bodies all over the turf. These two teams are not far apart. The school's not very far apart. They used to be, several years ago, playing on Thanksgiving Eve. The free kick coming from about the 12-yard line from a little bit of an angle. Again, taking a long time. And he puts it a lot of foot into that one. It would have been a field goal that went through the uprights, but that doesn't count. You got to get it in the net. That went high over in. That was gone as soon as he kicked it. A lot of mustard on that kick. And Tech will kick it away. Almost like a ground ball. St. Mary's takes it away. Pass, blocked. Again, body's going down again. Tech takes it away. Coming down the near side, out in front. And there's a takedown at the 15. They didn't hide that. They put their arm out, grabbed him, and threw him down. So the free kick will come from just about the 15-yard line. We may have to call a cop before this one is over. St. Mary's set up their picket fence, but now the officials making a move back. They were only 5 yards away. I think they have to be 10. So from the 15, Poljoy with the kick. It got blocked. They kicked it off the top crossbar, but they called them offside, I think. The initial kick by Poljoy got blocked. It wound up here on the sideline. The Tech player got the kick off, hit the crossbar, it bounced over the crossbar. He went down, and he's still down. But I think the initial call was he was offside, off the initial block. saving that right foot or ankle. He's walking gingerly, but he's walking, so thank God he's going to be okay. St. Mary's will get to kick it away. Carino will do the honors. Back in the St. Mary's end. Tech knocks it loose. They take the shot. Just went over the net. St. Mary's almost gave that one away. They drilled it, and that didn't miss by much. Just over the top crossbar to the near post. And Garino will get to kick it away. Tech that close to tying it up. And by the way, if there is a tie, there's a shootout. Because it'll end up a tie as far as the state MIA is concerned. But if there's a tie, they'll have a shootout because somebody has to play in the championship final. We've had a couple of those in the past. It would only happen in the preliminary games because somebody has to go to the championship final. It would happen in the final because somebody has to win. Each and every time, if the game ends a tie, it's a tie for state tournament purposes. Tech taking it away. Blocked. Tipped up. And there's another body and two bodies going down. They're picking and choosing when they're calling those takedowns. They could call it almost on every play. Tech coming down the near side. They knock it deep. Carino will come out and slide. It might have gone out of play, but Tech might have picked off the pass and gone in. So Carino did the right thing. Either way, he's going to kick it away. So be sure and go out and get it. Pass picked off by Tech. St. Mary's knocked it out. Tech with the throw-in. We'll get a substitution first, I think. Bumped off the play. Cleared away. Tech picks it off. Down the near side, hustling to keep it in. And then hustling to knock it out with St. Mary's. Popped up. St. Mary's heads it away. Knocked loose. Popped back by Tech. St. Mary's gets it upfield. And we got another body going down as Tech takes it away. St. Mary's knocked it out. Tech will get the throw in down inside near the 10-yard line. Knocked away. Tech keeps it alive. takedown again at the 15-yard line. And this will be a free kick. Coming from the 15 again. Everybody mulling around, picking a partner. Garino trying to find a spot in the net. Official blowing the whistle, trying to keep everybody separated. Hesitating. Finally going to kick it. Kicked it right in the middle of all the bodies and did it again and got knocked down for his efforts. That kick never got up in the air and it was buried among several bodies out in front. And we got another whistle for another takedown. This one will go against Tech. And then we got a little push by St. Mary's. And the official blows the whistle again for another conference. From the 25-yard line is where the kick will come from. One official is talking to somebody at the other side. The other official is coming down, checking it out. There have been a lot of conversations regarding the physical play. Now the official from back deep is coming in. As the official is talking to somebody, I don't know if he gave another card. It's been a very physical game. Bodies been going down all over the place. Long conversation is finally over. And I get back to the kick, and I think Soul is taking it. Right at the 25 on a little bit of an angle on the near side. Everybody bouncing around, everybody moving, everybody looking to go to the net. Headed away by Tech. He got it out in front nicely. Tech was able to get a head on it and knock it away. St. Mary's will track it down. Kick it deep, collected, trying to get around and get a shot, can't. Throwing it, big time save. I think that was Solis with the shot. He got the drop pass, he kicked it, it sailed, it looked like it was going to go right underneath the crossbar into the far corner. And Pedro Bamaca came up and made a tremendous save. St. Mary's is that close to make it 2-0. Corner kick coming from the far side. Out in front. it wound up being, they got a head on it, they got a piece of it, and it just tipped right on the top of the net, dead center. That was close. Still 1-0. Just about 15 minutes played in the second half. A break for Tech. Amishi trying to get around. Throwing it in front. It got blocked. Blocked again. St. Mary's will finally clear it. Headed away. Knocked away. Popped up. And there's Garino picking it right at the goal line, if you will. And he'll kick it away. So Tech hustling all around the net, but couldn't get control of it to get a shot off. And it's kicked into the St. Mary's bench area. Whistle, oh, somebody grab somebody, pull somebody, push somebody. Tech will get the free kick. Just about from midfield. Just inside midfield. Boy, Pozo has that leg, he can reach it from here. Tech got a head on it. They get another head on it. Both times, St. Mary's going to be able to clear it out. And they knock it out. Cavino ends up falling on it. Bounced in, he went down to get it and just fell on it. Tech back in St. Mary's end. St. Mary's takes it away and then knocks it out. They knock it deep, looking for a break. Tech is the only one there. Taking it away and starting it back. Down the near side, St. Mary's gets there first and knocks it out of play. Just about the halfway mark of the second half. And there's a takedown, there's a throwdown. And if you're going to do that, you don't want to do it right in front of the official, that's for sure. Nice little shift. Down the near side, trying to throw it in front. It skips through. They could get the shot off, it got blocked. They couldn't catch the pass right away or one time it. They had to try and set it up, and that allowed St. Mary's to get there and block it. They throw it in front, defense again. And again, I apologize. It's impossible to read those St. Mary's numbers. They would have to be standing right down here in front of us at the 50-yard line for us to pick up their numbers. So I'd love to be giving credit to these defenders, but I just can't pick up their numbers. Maroney and Cornell, Sherwood, Solis, McCarron. Those are the defenders. I'll give them all credit. They played very well. Tech has had that one legitimate shot, point blank, in the first half to get on the board first, and Carino made a great save. They've been close a couple of times, but haven't been able to get their foot out. The one big time was the pass with the player breaking from the far side, cutting into the middle, and the pass right on the nose, and it bounced over his foot, and he couldn't get it to make the shot. Those are the two best chances they've had. And now we got another physical move, and St. Mary's will get to kick it away. As the lights come on here at Manning Field, I'm not sure why, with the bright sunshine. Back at the St. Mary's end. And there's another takedown. That'll be another free kick. And the player was down. They got a real piece of his ankle or leg and really whipped him down at the 25-yard line. He went down in a heap, and he is down. And that brings Miss Gagnon, the trainer, who does a great job for St. Mary's and a great job for the tournaments. St. Mary's will get the free kick from just inside, right around the 22-yard line. Just over 16 minutes left in the game. 1-0. And that 2 shots for St. Mary's. The penalty kick is the difference. They had 2-on-1. They made the pass across. It looked like they missed on the opportunity because the receiver knocked it down and just slipped and fell and backed off, and Bamaka picked up the ball, but they called taking the passer down in the box, gave the penalty kick, and Kaya Jackson knocked it home. The only other shot they had was Solis coming in from the near side, ripped it. It was ticketed for the far corner under the crossbar. And Bamaka made a tremendous save to keep it 1-0. So offense has been few and far between. St. Mary's bringing it upfield. Passing it ahead, a little too far. Hamaka came way out, grabbed it, and he'll boot it away. Gets it. Nice kick past midfield. Kick back by St. Mary's. Nice pass gets it to the near side. They look at it go deep. Blocked by the defense again. And the defense steps up one more time. Carino saves the day again. They get in close. He forced him to take a tough shot and it went wide, and he'll kick it away. It bounced, backward bounce away from Tech. They get it back, they kick it deep. St. Mary's lost it. They get it back. Tech took it away. And here's another takedown. Referees missed that one. Now two more bodies go down. They missed another one. He just reached and grabbed the Tech kid and threw him down. Now the two players come together. They both go down. St. Mary's player is still down. And that brings Miss Gagnon out to the field once again. We mentioned how this, you get a good look at the new field. If you were thinking of maybe playing a baseball game at Frazier Field, climbing over the fence and sneaking in, don't even bother. They're working now. They did a great job. They've torn up from center field all the way to the right field foul line is torn up. The pitcher's mound is torn up. The infield is kind of torn up. They're doing mass changes on the baseball diamond now. They just finished up on the football. They'll go now on the baseball diamond. And when you get to come and watch English Classical, St. Mary's Tech, and maybe Kip to play games at Frazier Field starting in late April, it'll be just like Manning Field, a brand new field. They're going to put turf in the outfield where it was grass. They're doing a job now. Today was their first day, and they ripped everything up. And they'll get it done just like they did this, and it'll be done in fairly short time. And the place will be gorgeous. And it'll be Manning Field and Frazier Field will be two places that colleges would like to have. We're blessed in this city to have these two complexes. And while I got a moment, I'm probably going to make some enemies. I've got a lot of great friends at the item, but I am absolutely flabbergasted that there was no preview and no coverage of this 2022 Lynn City tournament with 4 high schools playing. Kip also played a game here before the 2 girls' games yesterday. So that's Kip playing a game here. No results in the paper. no advance notice that they're playing, no coverage, with 4 Lynn schools playing in a yearly Lynn City Tournament Championship. I just don't understand. And I have ties. I worked many moons ago for the item covering games when I was a younger, for my brother, who was the executive editor and sports editor. It was always the kids came first, and I just don't understand. But I look, and I just don't understand. There's no reason for these games not to be covered. And even if they're not covered, call the coaches and get a line or two and at least put something in the paper to let people know they were played. I just don't understand that. It used to be the Lynn Daily item. I understand it's not anymore. But that doesn't mean that you totally ignore 4 Lynn high schools. The young boys, the young girls, the coaches, the athletic directors, the schools, the parents, the grandparents, they work awful hard. They put a lot of time, effort, and energy getting these games played, getting them out on the field, giving them the opportunity that could possibly get them college scholarships or at least college help. But to not even mention them in the paper for all the work they put in, all the time and energy and hours they put in, it's just not right. I'm sorry. If I made enemies by doing that, I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. If I were parents, grandparents, players, coaches, athletic directors, I would be inundating the item with letters asking why. And before I get myself in too much trouble, I'll end it there. Coming up on 10 minutes left. Still 1-0. Tech Deal's trying to get close, get a shot off, test Carino in net. They did it once. He made a great save. They almost did it a second time when it bounced over a foot and they didn't get the shot off. A couple of times they knocked it wide. But they haven't had a lot of shots on net. And St. Mary's has only had 2. The penalty kick for a goal, and Solis looked like a goal. And Pamaka made a tremendous save to keep it a 1-0 game. Shot blocked. St. Mary's clears it away. It goes out. Tech will get the throw in. 10 minutes and counting left. 1-0. St. Mary's over Tech. The winner of this will get the winner of English Classical. The loser will get the loser of English Classical. All of that with the girls and the boys games, everything will be being played on Saturday here. Saturday will be a long day here because there's the 4 soccer games and then there'll be a Tech football game. They'll open up their season under Coach James Runner. Friday night we'll have, I think it's Classical and St. Mary's. I think St. Mary's is playing Kip, so 3 of the 4 teams playing football here on Friday night will be Lynn teams. Tech takes it away, and they get called St. Mary's for contact. And Kip will get another, or did they? They called Kip, but they called Tech for contact. So St. Mary's will kick it away. Reno boots it away. Headed back by Tech. St. Mary's takes it away. And here's another trip, another body hitting the surf. We've had more people laying down than standing up. I mention again, it's been a very physical game. They knock it deep. Tech gets a head on it and knocks it away. Good bid, good kick. How they bang it off. St. Mary's out. Tech has to get a little giddy up in their step. Time winding down. They need one to get back in it. And a late whistle. A player went down, and a play went on for 10 or 20 seconds, and then they blew the whistle. And the player is down right in front of us. And that brings Miss Gagnon back out. Of course, one of the problems is it's a warm day. They're out there going full tilt, running up and down these 100 yards. And it could very easily be just a strain, or doesn't look to be anything serious. While she works on the player, the players are going to go to the sideline. 6:44 showing on the scoreboard clock. 1-0 St. Mary's over Tech. And this is the opening game of the boys' version of the 2022 Lynn City Championship Tournament. That was Marcos Weber Jr., one of the midfielders for St. Mary's. The sun is just being a pain in the neck. It's just over, settling on top of the trees to the left over at Pine Hill Cemetery. The field itself is totally in shade. But if you take a quick look to the left, you still get a little bit blinded. Tech was going to take the kick, and they blew the whistle, and no, it goes the other way. Tech trying to get there first. Broken up. Tech blocked it. St. Mary's takes it away. And St. Mary's content to knock it back in the Tech end. It rolls in the net. Gregory Amici.
11.
All the chances they had, all the time spent at St. Mary's end, that ball just slowly trickled in and went by Garino and went in. And with 5:48 left, Tech has battled back to a tie. We mentioned before he was their leading scorer last year. He got a lot of huge games, a lot of big goals in big games for Tech last year, and he just got another one. So the first goal of the year scored by Tech is by their leading scorer, Hamisi. And he's still only a junior. So that pulse was getting a little bit low with under 6 minutes left, and all of a sudden that little trickle just rolled into the net inside the near post from the far side. And Amisi's goal ties it up. So we may be looking at that shootout that I talked about. Tech knocks it into the Tech bench area. There's two problems with the sun going down. One is it's making it a little dark down the field. So it was hard to pick up the numbers with the sun. Now it's hard to pick up the numbers with the little bit of darkness that's down on the field now. We'll have to wait for those sun to get on and the bright lights here at Manning Field to really pick up. That kicks it deep. It goes out of play. Pop straight up, headed by Tech, headed by St. Mary's. Couple of heads on that one. I don't know if they call somebody for a push or contact. The play went on for a minute or two, and they finally blew the whistle, and they're going to get the kick from midfield. There was a collision at midfield. The ball was on the near side, and almost a minute went off the clock before they blew the whistle. The kick knocked it high over the net. One timed it from outside the 10-yard line. And got a lot of foot into it. Tipped it way over the net, not a play. Tech breaks it up. So here he knocks it back. Tech knocked it too deep. It's going to go out of play. We got a Tech player down. Carino will get to kick it away. We're just shy of that magic 2-minute mark. They blew the whistle again. The official didn't put it in play. And Garino will get a chance to do it again. You straighten it out with Phil? Who do you call me? My house is down. TV's down, phone's down. Everything is down. And the guy's not coming till tomorrow. So it'll be a great night at my house. We're finally back in play. That pop-up is way up in the air. That might have brought rain. Tech controlling. Trying to knock it deep. They knock it out of play. We've reached the magic 2 minutes left. Tech out in front. They couldn't get it. They couldn't get a head on it. And they couldn't get a foot on it. The ball was bouncing up in the air. There was a couple of defenders. Amishi trying to get a piece of it. It was up in the air, trying to get a head on it, trying to get a foot on it. It finally went out of play. And Tech will get a corner kick from the near side. And that kick goes high and wide and out of play. That can't be the end. It looks like, are they taking a timeout? That can't be the end of the game. If it was, that was the quickest 2 minutes we've ever seen. So the teams are going to their benches, and let's see what happens now. It's either coming out and play the last minute of the show, or it's going to be a shootout to see who wins this. Conversations with the officials and the coaches are done, and it will be a shootout, virtually penalty kicks, that will decide the winner for this. Each team will put 5 players up, and it'll be up to the goaltender to try and stop them, or watch the shots go over or off the net or off the... They don't get any rebounds, it's one shot. 5 from Tech, 5 from St. Mary's. And Tech will start it off. Tough assignment for the goaltender. It comes from the 4-yard line. Who is it? Hojoy with the shot. Garino guessed to his right, it went to his left. So Poljoy knocks it home.
Thirty-one's the next one.
Anthony Gomez will be the shooter for St. Mary's. That will be Bamaka trying to make the save. Trying to guess right. Now all you can do is guess because you're guarding that Grand Canyon. They have a lot of room to score. You don't have a lot of room to save. And they knock it home. So it'll drift back to Lynn Tech. Anthony Zavala will be the kicker. Save! Garino made the save. So for St. Mary's, Kaya Jackson already has a penalty kick that he made. It was a 1-0, look like it was going to be the 1-0 win until Amici scored that goal late in the game. So now Jackson has a chance to give St. Mary's the lead again. Pamaka under the gun in net. He makes the save. So they made the first two. The goaltenders both made great saves. Those are unbelievable saves.
Number 17.
Minor Angel will be the kicker for Lynn Tech. Looking to give Tech the lead. So Garino made that big time save. Now he's called on to try and do it again. Guessed right, but couldn't get there and make the save. And Tech gets an advantage.
Number 11.
Derek Garcia will try to tie it up for St. Mary's. We mentioned before, the game will go in the record books for the MIA towards state tournament as a 1-1 tie. Pamaka guessed right, but he ripped it by him.
Number 7.
So we're still dead even. It'll be Kevin Human for Tech. Not much to choose between these two teams. Battling down to the wire and going into shootouts. So they'll start the season at 0-1. No wins, no losses, one tie, as far as the MIA is concerned. He missed the net. He knocked it wide left. Garino went left.
Number 9.
Human went to his right, but missed the net. And now Nick Miller will get a chance to give St. Mary's an edge. Save! Pamaka guessed right and made the save. So both, when one scores, the other scores. When one misses, the other misses.
Number 11.
Amici, who got the goal to tie it, looked like St. Mary's was in the driver's seat. And Pamaka made another great, he's made two saves. Garino made one. Tech missed the net on the other one, but Pamaka made two outstanding saves. And Amici, who's got the one goal in the game regularly, knocks it home. Now all the pressure on St. Mary's. They need this one to tie it. Brody McCarran. This is it for St. Mary's. McCarran has to knock it home. Can Bamaka do it again? He's made 2 outstanding saves. The game on the line for both Bamaka and McCarran. He guessed right. He made the save. He made 3 of them. And Tech will win the game. Pedro Bamaka makes 3 outstanding saves in the shootout. And Tech will win the game and move on to the championship round. And St. Mary's is going to suffer a bitter defeat. They led all the way through. They only got a couple of shots on net, but they kept Tech at bay. And then that last goal by Amici just kind of dribbled across the line to tie it at 1 late in the game. They go into a shootout. Both teams hit the first one. Both goaltenders make save the second time. Both teams score on the third version. And then it was Garino making a big-time save, but then Tech missed the net. Barama made a huge save after Tech missed the net, and it was all tied up. And then Amici, who got the 1 goal in regulation, banged it home. And then all the pressure on Brody McCarran and Pedro Bamaka, the young sophomore, made his 3rd great save, 3 out of 5 saves in the shootout, and that save wins it for Lynn Tech in the shootout, and Tech will move on to the championship round. They'll play the winner of the next game, which is English and Classical, and St. Mary's. Going to be a tough ride home, a tough loss, especially for the 2 new coaches, Shane McCarris and Eddie Mercy Kasaki. That's a tough loss. Both teams will go 0-1 in the MIA season. It'll be a tie. But now St. Mary's will take on either English or Classical in the consolation round of this 2022 city tournament. And Coach Marino, Eric Marino, has a chance, if his son, young Eric Marino, can beat English, it would be the Marino family. Once again, they've done it a few times in the city final, but half of the Marino family is there. The other half will be playing now against Lynn English. So in the shootout, Tech outshoots St. Mary's in the shootout 3-2 after a 1-1 tie. Amici with the 1 goal for Tech. Kaya Jackson with the 1 penalty shot in the regulation for a 1-1 tie. But then 3-2 Tech in the shootout gets them into the tournament final on Saturday. So a great game here. Both teams, a tough loss for St. Mary's, a great win for Tech. They win it in a shootout, and the hero of the game is Pedro Bamaka, making 3 outstanding saves out of 5 shots he faced in the shootout, and that gets Tech into the championship final. So we hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.